Tell us a little bit more about you and your company.
With pleasure. My name is Margarita Skavronska. Originally, I'm Ukrainian, but living and working in Dubai. I'm the executive director of MSK Group. MSK Group is the gathering of professionals working in holding structuring, working in global bank accounts, working in M&A, merger and acquisition legal support, in legal support of joint projects, joint ventures. Mostly it's Russian-speaking and Arabic joint ventures that are happening lately a lot. If we are talking about our company and our services, we are targeted on legal support and tax planning support of the businesses all over the world. And we are providing consulting for the whole circle of business. We are not only registered agents, we are not only setting up the companies. We are management consultants and legal consultants, and the company setup and tax planning elements are only the stage of this consulting process. So we provide help and support to our clients, starting from only the idea of implementing some business model or doing some business in the territory. That includes market research, that includes business planning, that includes the services of outsourced CFO. Then we are going to the physical implementation, that is company setup, and understanding which location, which geography, which country is the best for that case. Yes, for sure, then proceeding to banking questions, because lately global banking and banking in general is the main point, the main key of holding structuring. Now we are thinking about holding structure starting from banking side, not even from the local taxation side. And then proceeding with the day-to-day consulting support of business, whether it's recruitment, whether it's HR, whether it's legal consulting, etc., etc. And among all of these services, the holding structuring and agent services are only a part. Although we are working with more than 23 jurisdictions all over the world, and shelf companies and incorporations and UAE companies, all types of UAE companies are our projects, but it's only a part of our specialization and our abilities.
What are the benefits and main types of companies in UAE? Would you recommend something?
Yeah, with pleasure. All of us know that there are three types of companies in UAE: offshore, midshore, and onshore. And these onshore companies, we call them mainland companies. And as far as here we are also talking about banking solutions, with regards to banking, I would highly recommend the mainland companies in Dubai. That type of companies, they require 51% of Arabic shareholding. But in UAE, this is a highly developed industry of nominee services. So I would encourage our legal community, our agent community, not to be afraid to use mainland companies in UAE for their holding structures. As far as banking of that type of companies is very loyal, and the compliance procedures of Arabic banks towards mainland companies is quite simple. So I think that in close several years, Dubai mainland companies would be the main product in holding structures of UAE.
What are the global trends in banking solutions and transparency lately?
I would say that the main trend in transparency and in anti-money laundering is just a strong protection from European Union towards closely impossible actions in that area. Global transparency is absolutely mandatory trend Even if we are talking about UAE, that was for a long time keeping that its separate position. But now we are having the new law introduced in UAE, the law about substance, and even UAE banking is moving towards substance. So I would say that transparency is totally mandatory. We will not avoid it. It's unavoidable. So we will have to adopt to that requirements of BEPS, to that requirements of OECD, to that requirements of local regulations about substance. Everything is moving towards substance. So I would encourage business to think about their real structures. I would encourage business to analyze different jurisdictions in terms of strictness of compliance. I would highly recommend to consider attentively the questions of tax residency, because it influences the project of opening the bank accounts a lot. And if somebody, some of my clients, they inform me that they value confidentiality a lot. So in this case, we can consider banking systems of countries that do not support CRS system as of now. And for that case, we are official introducers for a lot of banks incorporated and registered in the countries that are not supporting CRS. So I would say that there are a lot of practical tools, a lot of mechanisms still to be successful in bank account opening with minimum required substance, but it should be a wise combination of everything, wise combination of invoicing and tax planning and offshore companies, plus a certain sustainability, a certain substance of business that is required to be shown to the bank.